Oh, hello. Hi, I'm working on a school project. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
No.
Oh. Hi, I'm working on a school research project and I wanted to ask you a few questions if you'd be interested.
No, thank you.
Excuse me. Hi, I was just working on a school research project and I was wondering if I'd ask you a few questions about it.
No, sorry. Maybe another day.
Excuse me. Excuse. Ethnographic interviews are casual conversations with your end user. The goal is to collect stories and uncover their needs. Start by picking a target population based on your innovation design brief. Think about where your target population might hang out, and also prepare yourself to actually go out into the field. And make sure you pack a few things as well. Carry your notebook, pen, smartphone with a camera and transcription app, interview guide or templates, and some snacks. Let's go.
Oh, hi. Excuse me?
Yeah?
Sorry, do you have a couple of minutes?
For what?
For a school project.
Oh, for a school project? Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, so my name is Graham.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Sham.
Shab, nice to meet you.
Nice to
Okay, I'm just really interested in learning how you shop for groceries.
So I'm not much of a cook per se. I don't really
Okay.
cook at home. I don't really like, being in the kitchen. So I honestly just shop online through Instacart. There's this app that has all the stores and whatever I need. They find me the store that has it specifically and they can grab it for you and get it for you.
So you mentioned that you're not much of a cook and that you wanted specific things.
Yeah.
Could you go more into detail about why that is?
So, for example, I'm Arab, and I gravitate more towards Arab stores that are only found in Scarborough. They're called Anis, Ars, and they make homemade fresh food every single day that's cooked for you. So that's what I buy to eat. But I do obviously not only focus on Arab food. I like all the cuisines. So if I really want something, because I live in the Bloor Street, which is next to Italy, which is a Italian grocery store that has fresh local produce as well. So if I want Italian, I go to Italy. So I like to go to the place that sells the cuisines. If I want to eat Italian, I go to an Italian place. If I want to eat Arab, I go to an Arab grocery store. So it depends on where, because I like local products.
So interviewing strangers on the street is a really good way to get a lot more ideas and insights about where your target population hangs out. So in this case, it might be worth visiting specialty stores with ethnic offerings, or even observing the interviewee while she's shopping online.
What would be your best experience grocery shopping?
There's a place in United Arab Emirates, Dubai, called Global Village, where each country has a vendor, a big grocery store basically, that sells their own produce that they're famous in. So for example, Yemen is a country that is very, very famous for its honey. So you would go there and you would try all the honey and you would actually try and pick it out yourself. So not only is it local ingredients, but it also lets me try it before I even buy it. And back there, grocery shopping is an experience by itself. Like I said, they let you try things before you buy them.
You also mentioned the word experience a lot. I guess could you give me more explanation to what you mean by that?
It's always a good idea to use the interviewee's words to ask follow-up questions. It shows that you're listening, and it gives you a deeper understanding of how they think about something.
Could you give some more insight on how nostalgia would relate back to, I guess, grocery shopping or
Yeah.
having those environments?
Yeah, honestly, it's really cold. I can't. It's really, really cold. But thank you.
Sounds good. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Hi, Elfing. Good to see you. How was your class today?
Hi, Jessica. How are you?
Yeah, nice. I'm actually doing a school project to observe people when they go for grocery shopping. Do you mind if I tag along?
No, of course not.
The shop-alongs are a really great way to get insights on what your end user experiences, and they also give you insights about why they make certain decisions.
Looking for the kiwis. I don't know if they'll have it. I see them there. Awesome. Looks like you don't really have a lot of options. So I guess I don't even know if it's seasons for kiwis yet. Is there even a season for kiwi? I don't know. Seems like that's the only. Alright, I also have a grocery list on my phone. So let's see. Kiwis, that's done.
So for kiwis, is there any reason why you like getting kiwis?
Honestly, I'm a pretty impulsive buyer. It's really just about what I crave at the moment.
It's also really powerful when you notice certain contradictions and delve deeper into why those contradictions exist.
So you mentioned impulsive buying, but I noticed you still check the price. Could you tell me a bit more about that?
Yeah, because I think I'm trying to still control. Because also since I don't cook, it's very easy for me sometimes to waste produce. So I don't want to waste things that are very expensive, right? Like caviar or something, I wouldn't buy it. It's so expensive. But for something like $2.99 a pound, I feel like that's probably gonna be $150 or something. So it wouldn't be as bad, as holistic of that.
So you mentioned you have a list. Do you tell me more about that list? What else do you put it on?
It's kind of on the day-to-day. Whenever I think of something I need or want, I'm gonna add it there. And whenever I have time, I'll just go shop for it if it's nothing urgent. And so here, it's tissues and toothpaste. I have enough at home to go buy, but it would be nice to restock it.
It's really important to take notes during your field research. But if you don't have permission to do an audio or a video recording, always keep your notebook and your pen handy. You can take notes in different formats. For example, you can choose to record your observations in the POEMS framework, the PDP framework, or just stick to the basics of writing down facts versus interpretations. And if you're conducting research with your team, ensure that each teammate collects notes individually, because each of you might notice or even interpret the same context in different ways.
Hi guys, can I actually ask a question?
Consent is super important while conducting research. You must assure your interviewee that the responses will be anonymized and held confidential. If you're filming within the premises of a business, you must ensure that you ask for permission beforehand. Otherwise, you might experience what these folks did.
So what are you doing right now?
Honestly, I have no idea.
It's often really interesting to engage with people when they're shopping online, especially if they're using a new platform that they're not used to at all.
I'm trying to get groceries, and somehow I have 2 carts open. I have no idea how to use this website. Usually it's my boyfriend that does this, but my phone is dead, and I don't know what to do. But I know that I have my family coming for dinner, so I need to figure that out. Do you have any ideas? Do you know how to use this?
Do you have any stories of seeing your boyfriend
Yeah, well,
grocery shop for you?
he does it on the mobile app, but here, my phone is dead, so I need to figure out on the website, and it's a bit of a headache. So I guess we'll continue with one of the carts open already. Who do you usually shop for? Well, this is a great question. Well, usually I will say spouse and partner and myself. I don't have kids yet, see? So right now I'm just trying to figure it out by typing what I'm looking for, what I can think about. Now it's pasta sauce. I'm just hoping that whatever I think of is how they describe it in their database.
Well, you did mention that you were a heavy pasta person. So why did you type in the pasta? Why did you type in pasta sauce rather than the specific brand you're used to getting?
Oh, that's true. Well, it's because the only pasta sauce I really like is bolognese, but I don't think it usually there's usually bolognese in Canada, as much. You know what? Let's try it out, because actually that's not a bad idea. Oh, look at that. So many options. Now how can I know which one is the best one? Oh, I can even get a pre-made large rigatoni. You know, the one thing I think is bad on this website is that they don't say the expiry dates. I don't like that. Because I would have bought that otherwise, but here now I don't know. And I'm not a planner either. I don't plan my meals. I don't know on Sunday oh, this day I'm going to be at home. So I can't really plan. So that's why staples, very important, staples. Have you ever tried to do a pho? Vietnamese pho? Yeah, no, me neither. I'm not sure I could do that. So, but I can get it delivered in 30 minutes. So that's why I love it. You know what? Forget about this. I'll just bring them to Pico.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, welcome to my place.
Yeah, no, it looks really cool. When did you move in?
Interviewing someone at their home allows you to sense the context in which they experience their day-to-day. You can ask questions about specific artifacts that you observe and learn more about who they are, what they care about, and why. They're also in their comfort zone, so they're more likely to open up to you.
This is deep conversation, man. Yeah, when I was younger, I was very overweight. I was like 260 pounds. And yeah, just over the past like 7-8 years, I dropped down to 195, and now I just like enjoy training, and my life's just become much more regimented around that, just because I saw quality of life just increased from having like a set routine, and yeah, I just feel healthier and everything, making sure my diet and health are all in check.
I guess now that we're on the topic of like food, could you just tell me a quick story or anything about your worst experience buying food?
Oh, you know what? Okay, 6 or 7 years ago, we went on a family vacation to Italy, and I was very excited because growing up as a kid, you're like, oh, all this good food you have here, pasta, pizza, gelato, things like that. They all come from Italy, and I was very excited to have Italian food at the source. So we were going for 2 weeks, and I told myself I'm gonna have pizza at least 14 times while I'm there.
Try to switch off your inner voice that's thinking of what to ask next and listen very intently to what they're actually saying. Show them that you're listening by probing whenever you notice a change in their body language, using their words to ask follow-up questions, and always maintaining consistent eye contact. Prevent yourself from reacting too much to what they're saying because that might bias them. But do be genuinely interested in what they have to say, in what they've experienced, what they felt, and why.
Why do you think that matters to you, the variety?
But I just like having options.
You know you're doing really well when the interviewee gets really comfortable around you. They're whistling, they're humming, or they even tell you things that they don't usually share with other people. Observing people in their natural habitat is a very critical part of ethnographic research. So figure out where your target customer hangs out and try to spend some time in their context. Look for how they enter and leave their context, including what they're wearing and what they're carrying. Take note of facts without interpreting them at this point. And you can use the PDP or the POEMS framework to guide you. Now here are some examples of things that you might observe. After all your teammates have gathered facts individually, discuss each fact and potential interpretations. For example, people wearing shorts, sneakers, and track pants could indicate that they're coming straight from the gym, or that athleisure is fashionable in the area. Carrying groceries in their hands could indicate that they live close by, or that the grocery trip was spontaneous. Now, bigger shopping carts or even multiple bags could indicate families living in the area, or greater variety, or lower cost of groceries. So your goal with observational research is to sense their context with a beginner's mindset. Ethnographic research can be really fun and really interesting if you're genuinely curious about people. And once you've done all your field work, gather your notes and engage with your team in a data sorting activity, which is a topic of our next video.